Now, chapter 3 becomes very interesting when viewed through the lens of PCOS because chapter 1 was about confusion, chapter 2 was about understanding, chapter 3 is about what happens the next morning. Imagine a girl who has finally accepted, okay, I have PCOS. She has watched videos, read articles, met doctors, understood insulin resistance, hormones, inflammation, stress, sleep, nutrition. She now has knowledge, but a new question appears. She says, I understand all this, but why does healing require so much effort? Why can't I just understand it and be okay? This is very similar to Arjuna's question. Krishna has spoken about wisdom, but Arjuna is still expected to fight. Similarly, understanding PCOS doesn't automatically heal it. The body still needs daily care. No one can remain without action. Krishna says nobody can avoid action. For PCOS, this translates beautifully. You are acting whether you realize it or not. What you eat is an action. What time you sleep is an action. Skipping meals is an action. Scrolling till 2 a.m. is an action. Going for a walk is an action. Managing stress is an action. Even doing nothing is creating an outcome. Many people wait for motivation. Krishna's teaching is different. He says action comes first, motivation often follows. Running away doesn't solve the battle. Remember when Arjuna wanted to avoid the battlefield? Girl with PCOS may sometimes feel, I don't want to think about it anymore. So she ignores sleep, nutrition, stress, exercise, medical advice. For a few days, it feels easier, but eventually the symptoms return. Krishna's point is not fight because fighting is fun. It is avoiding responsibility doesn't remove consequences. The daily routine becomes sacred. One of the most beautiful teachings of chapter 3 is performing work as an offering. Think about that in a precious journey. Instead of I have to walk, it becomes I care for my body through walking. Instead of I'm dieting, it becomes I'm nourishing my body. Instead of punishment, there is partnership. The garden analogy. Imagine your body as a garden. A gardener doesn't scream at a plant for not growing. Gardener waters, protects, waits, observes, adjusts, repeats. That is karma yoga. Not forcing, not obsessing, just showing up daily. The biggest mistake, many women begin their health journey with tremendous enthusiasm. For 10 days, perfect diet, perfect workouts, perfect routine. Then one bad day happens, a craving, a missed workout, a late night snack, and suddenly I have ruined everything. Krishna would likely smile and say, your duty is consistency, not perfection. The gardener who misses one day does not abandon the entire garden. The real enemy. At the end of chapter 3, Krishna reveals the true enemy, uncontrolled desire. For PCOS, desire can take many forms, not just food cravings, also wanting instant results, wanting quick fixes, wanting transformation in 30 days, wanting certainty about the future. The mind keeps saying, I want results now. And when they don't come, frustration appears. Krishna identifies this impatience as part of the inner battle. What is the battlefield really? In chapter 3, the battlefield shifts. The enemy is no longer outside. The enemy becomes inconsistency, impatience, self sabotage, comparison, discouragement, impulsive decisions. These are the forces pulling the chariot away from its path. Krishna's advice to a girl with PCOS. If Krishna was sitting beside her in the chariot, chapter 3 might sound like this. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting to feel motivated. Stop demanding immediate results. Take care of your body today, then tomorrow, then the day after. Let each action be an offering, not a punishment. Healing is not won in a single battle. It is built through hundreds of small actions performed with patience. The essence of chapter 3 in the PCOS journey. I will show up every day, even when results are not visible. That is where many real transformations begin. Not when symptoms disappear, but when a person stops living by mood and starts living by consistent, purposeful action.